Hello guys, welcome to another lecture. This time we'll discuss string interpolation. In the previous lecture we mentioned that the format method is used to concatenate strings and insert variables into strings. However, there is another option for concatenating strings called string interpolation. Previously we demonstrated how to concatenate this message using the format method. Now, let's see how we can achieve the same result step by step using string interpolation. Alright. To identify a string literal as an interpolated string, it's necessary to prepend it with a dollar symbol. It's important to note that there must be no white space between the dollar symbol and the double quotation that begins the string literal. Once the string literal is identified as an interpolated string, we can insert variable values directly into the string by enclosing them in curly braces wherever necessary. In this case, the variables name and age are inserted into the string literal using these curly braces. Now, let's practice writing this message using string interpolation in the VS Code. Afterward, let's display these variables in the terminal to compare the results. As you can see, we obtain the same results for all of them. In total, by utilizing string interpolation and employing meaningful variable names, we can make our code more readable and easier to understand. Alright, one thing you should know is that we can define an interpolated string as a constant. However, it's important to note that any variable used in this interpolated string must also be a constant string, otherwise we may encounter errors. So, to get rid of these errors, let's label these variables with the const keyword. Okay. In addition to variables, methods and expressions can also be inserted into the string literal using curly braces. By the way guys, we talk about expressions in the upcoming sections. First, let's declare two int variables. Next, let's use an expression that sums these numbers within a string interpolation. Save the file and run the application. As you can see, a message is displayed in the terminal, along with the sum of these variables calculated by this expression. Alright, now let's demonstrate how to use a method within a string interpolation. To begin with, let's define a method that returns a float number. Next, we can use this method in a string interpolation. Afterward, let's display the interpolated string in the terminal and run the application to see the result. as you can see, will obtain the same number as returned by our defined method. Alright, in the previous lecture we demonstrated how to use a format specifier in the format method. Similarly, we can use a format specifier in string interpolation as well. For instance, let's append the p format specifier after the method within string interpolation. Additionally, let's set the precision specifier to 1. Now, let's run the application. As a result, the number is displayed in its percentage format, and since we specified the precision to 1, we only get 1 decimal place. Okay, done. Thank you for watching. See you soon.